Now, it looks like another big problem in the world of Harry and Meghan. And this time around, this was apparently going to blow their lives into smithereens. But something's gone wrong over in Germany. Yes, Germany. Let me explain. Morning, nice to see you. You're all right. Thank you so much as ever for taking the time out to join me today. Yes, we're in Downing Street, of course, covering all the events that happen in and around our political world, but it's always nice to take time out and share some of the latest royal news with you. Hope you're keeping well, whatever you're doing. A lot of people say to me, Neil, do you like being in Downing Street? It's not bad, but there's no facilities, if you get my drift. But the British Metropolitan Police are very nice and very kind and keep you supplied with a bit of water. And sadly, no Larry. Yes, I don't know if it's his day off or he's running something else, or well, he's probably running the country actually inside in that office. Everybody knows that Larry's the king, don't they? You know, absolutely. Larry King, there's a pun there, I've met him, yes. Anyway, but you know, we all know what Larry's capable of, don't we? Now, it's interesting, isn't it, when you think, because a couple of months back, if you remember, a major documentary detailing apparently all the ins and outs of Meghan Markle's life to date was going to be this brilliant expose on the German channel ZDF. And they were trumpeting this as this going to be great and all that sort of stuff, you know. Now, amazingly, a couple of weeks just before it's meant to air and shock the world about what they found out, well, seemingly it looks like things have taken a turn for the worst. So has Meghan Markle put the boot in? Now, what I can tell you is this, that a couple of major guests that they had already interviewed, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, well, they couldn't substantiate their story. And this is the problem legally, because while it was bombshell stuff, as it went through the legalities of television, which everything has to do, well, then they couldn't basically back it up. So while they were great stories, they can't literally come out with the story because there's nothing to back it up to. Plus the fact another guest has actually asked allegedly for it to be removed from that particular documentary. Now, we do know as well that the lawyers for the Sussexes, Harry and Meghan, have already been in touch suggesting that anything they don't like the look of, the full force of their legalities would come down on them too. We've had that before, haven't we, with things like South Park, etc. Now, in this particular instance, it's very interesting, isn't it? Because, of course, across Europe, laws mean totally different things. What you can get away with on television, say, across Europe, is far different to what you can get away over here in the United Kingdom, particularly if you're making an expose documentary. For now, while ZDF TV in Germany are trying to play this down, what they now could be left with is nothing more than a light souffle, not an amazing expose. And this was going to detail Meghan's very early life and things that apparently she didn't want to be exposed. It was the thing that the world would be watching. And no, it didn't have the usual people in that, like of course her father Thomas or indeed half-sister Samantha. They'd apparently rooted out people that had never been on camera before. But somewhere down the line, they've had to pull the plug. What's now going to be interesting is whether they have the courage of their convictions to go forward and actually release said footage and maybe take the legalities. Either way, once again, Meghan and Harry, particularly Meghan, are creating waves, this time over in Germany. But will this documentary ever truly see the light of day? Or could you say that Meghan once again has won this round? Neil Shawn, 10 Downing Street, London.